Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Ethan, also known as XShadowDude79X here, and I welcome you all to my Let's Play of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Thought I'd finally get to this game because it's been about a year since I did the very first Sonic the Hedgehog, so, let's just get to it. And I know what you guys are probably thinking, for those who are, following the channel. Ethan, what the hell happened to October Play? Ah, man, oh geez. Well, guys, let me try to give you at least the shortest explanation I can, because if I give you the long version, we're probably going to be here all night. I will I will tell you that, at least. So, you guys are probably wondering, why am I starting a new LP as of now? Well, it's because during the time of October Play, the two games I did were Condemned 2 Bloodshot and Dead Space. I did Dead Space with my fellow co-commentator Eric on the Natural Gamers, and that game's been done since before October. So we had it done, in prior before October Play kicked in. But it's just that there was a lot of personal things with school going on at the time, and not only that, just me being plain lazy. Yep, that's a... If I have one big weakness, I procrastinate. I will admit that. I just have a humongous tendency to procrastinate, and it's something I wish it's a trait I wish I didn't have, but unfortunately I'm cursed with it, so yeah, there's times where I just don't want to do anything, and I just want to enjoy my day, and you can't blame me, because, before I did October Play, now I just came back from doing my two big summer blockbuster LPs, Sonic Unleashed and Sonic 2006, and those games really pooped me out, I tell you. I mean, I just wanted to get those games done, especially Sonic 06. I was so done with it. And I just wanted to get it over and done with. I was pooped out at the time, and I guess I would say I I want to say I kind of overworked myself a bit. Because, doing the whole the blockbuster summer LPs, big enough games that it is, I am going to two other bigger games, or they're not really bigger games, but, still a big blockbuster game or something like that. But, anywho, I just think I've overwhelmed myself a bit. I kind of gave myself a little bit too much of a workload, and just after that I was really pooped out, and, I had to focus more on my schoolwork because, I got to pass those classes, I'm paying for them, so yeah. When you're in college, you have to pass them because you're paying for them. Yeah, go figure. And because of that, I just haven't been doing anything on my Let's Play channel, If you guys checked on the last video and the recent uploads, is that the last Condemned part was uploaded a whole month ago. I just procrastinated and just wanted to focus more on my schoolwork than anything else. So, it's just, the fact is, because of those reasons, there hasn't been a video up in a while, and not only that, trying to get stuff done for, the network gamers and everything like that, and just enjoying life itself, is just... Maybe if my computer was maybe a bit more stronger, maybe it would be easier to get these videos out faster, but, I'm just pretty much doing Sonic the Hedgehog 2 as a filler LP, it's kind of ironic. I did the same thing for Sonic the Hedgehog 1 when me and my fellow co-commentator Chris, of the Natural Gamers also, did New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I actually did that game for a filler before I, was able to put up more parts, because at that point we had no content to upload. So that's why I did Sonic the Hedgehog 1, as a little filler LP, and that's kind of what I'm doing with Sonic the Hedgehog 2. But the difference is that, with Dead Space, I have content, but I've just been so lazy to upload it, and it's just a pain in the ass to edit it, because, I have to pretty much take the videos, sync the audio with the video, and also have to get the echoes out, because when me and Eric, we're in the same room and whatnot, and, if you guys watched, part 4, you realize how echoey it is because, well, my mic is catching him and his mic is catching me, so, I have to edit all those sections out, and that takes, hours upon hours of editing, and at part 4, I was just, I was so out of it, and I just didn't want to do it, so that's why I left it in there, and that's why part 4 was, like, the shortest part out of all of them. And then with Kidnap 2, you know, it's just, I never had enough time to get some recording done, and, you know, I sorry to say, I still don't have the game done yet. I don't have it fully recorded, but, yeah, just, at least I have more content, it's just I haven't been editing it and whatnot. Yeah, the life of being a procrastinator, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, that's pretty much the short version. Yeah, it didn't seem short, right? Trust me, I could go into more detail, but I don't want to bore you guys. We got a Let's Play going on, and we're already on the second world. So, yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, released in 1992, on a Tuesday, teehee. In fact, I was actually born 1 week before this game came out. Fate or poetic justice? I don't know, but anywho, who knows if it's a fate or coincidence, but Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is pretty much the sequel to Sonic the Hedgehog 1, as in Dr.Robotnik has returned once again, and he's doing the same thing as last time, you know, catching all the woodland critters to power up his robots. But hey, who knows, maybe he has something else evolve, something that involves a giant space station. We won't know until we progress further into the game, but not only that, where this is the sequel in the classic Sonic the Hedgehog games, we're also introduced to a new character. As you can see by the little two-tailed fox behind me, we have Miles Prower, who pretty much is a two-tailed fox that likes to fly, loves to do mechanics, and finds Sonic as his idol. And, well, we'll later call him Tails because, well, because he has two tails. So yeah, we know him as Tails now, but, you know, his original name was Miles Prower. Just, I don't understand that. Why give him the name? Why give him that name if later we're just gonna call him Tails? Because, you know, they never bring up, you know, Miles whatsoever. I think the last time I ever heard Tails ever bringing up his original name was probably in the Sonic X anime. I think that was it. Because after that, it's just Tails this and Tails that. Nothing else short of anything. So, you know, with, oh shit, what the hell happened there? Man. Don't you just hate it when he gets smashed between two blocks? No, I hate that. I have to avoid that shit every time I walk home from school, back in high school. Anywho, we pretty much have to stop Dr. Eggman, you know, from taking over the whole world and whatnot, and it's pretty much your generic game after that. And there was a lot of new nuances to Sonic the Hedgehog 2. First of all, you know, speed is definitely more apparent in this game because, you know, if you remember in Sonic the Hedgehog 1, you know, when we went to Green Hill Zone, you know, it was nicely paced, you know, we were able to take it slow or take it fast, you know, you're able to speed by it if you want to, and, you know, the sense of speed that you achieve by doing good on the stage, you know, felt great, but, you know, we went to Marble Zone after that, and just, God, it got so clunky and everything like that. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 changes that. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 has a lot more emphasis in the level design for speed. I mean, seriously. You're not seeing it now, but, you know, stuff like this in earlier segments of the stage and whatnot, you know, and speed is more apparent. And in here, we're also introduced to the newest thing of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and the newest one of Sonic's current moves that will stick with him until the end of time, the Speed Dash. Which, you know, holding down the jump button or actually holding down on the D-pad and then rapidly tapping the jump button, Sonic's able to rev up his speed and able to unleash a spin dash that allows him to skyrocket at very fast, you know, motions. It's really nice, and it was a great introduction into here, you know. Because Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is probably everybody's favorite Sonic the Hedgehog game. I mean, I really do love Sonic the Hedgehog 2, but Sonic 3 and Knuckles will always be my favorite. Mostly reasons I'll get to later and whatnot, but, you know. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, it was a great game for people to, you know, be introduced to, you know, the whole Sonic the Hedgehog classic series and whatnot. If they didn't play the first game, you know, they at least play the second one. Because the second one is definitely a way bigger improvement from the first one. And I think Sonic 2 is still the highest selling Sonic game for the Genesis. Out of all 3 titles of like every single platform it's been on, I think Sonic the Hedgehog 1 beats it because Sonic the Hedgehog 1 has been ported a lot more than Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So yeah, there was a time where Sonic the Hedgehog 2, dominated the whole sales for, Sonic games and whatnot, but I think that goes to Sonic the Hedgehog 1 because of all the, we got Sonic 1 for the Genesis, we got, Sonic Jam, we got, Sonic Genesis, disgusting, I hate saying that word, we got, Sonic for the iOS and whatnot, we got Sonic for a lot of things, so, I would be surprised if Sonic the Hedgehog 1 is the most highest selling Sonic game as of now. So, yeah, 3 stages in, and I haven't even been able to talk about each stage. Well, might as well try to give brief descriptions of each stage. The first stage we went to was Emerald Hill Zone, which is a good starter. It gets you introduced to the whole spin dash mechanic and whatnot, or as the manual likes to call it in this game, the Supersonic Spin Dash. I don't know why they call it the Supersonic Spin Dash, but they just do. But later people just call it the Spin Dash because, well, Spin Dash is a lot easier to say than Supersonic Spin Dash, it's, I don't know, it's just a whole lot easier to say. Easier said than done, one of those situations. But, Emerald Hill, it's kind of like Green Hill, but as I said, it introduces you to the whole spin dash mechanic, and it works really well. It's a very fast-paced and slow-paced level that you could take it whatever speed you want. And, it looks bright and colorful. It's mostly green and a lot of brown and stuff, but, the colors work very right and whatnot, so it looks really nice. And the second level I just came out of was Chemical Plant, our second level. It's probably the most famous level from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And, it has a lot of inclines, a lot of slopes that you go by, and a lot of, actually, shortcuts that you could take to end the level quicker. And, it's an overall fun stage, it has a lot of bright, vibrant colors, and also some dark colors as well, too, and it works out very nicely. It's a very beautiful stage. It probably has one of the best stage musics in Sonic history, or at least classic Sonic history. Because I can never get enough of that Chemical Plant Zone music. So satisfying. And now the level we're at is the Aquatic Ruins one. Or now, we just got done with it because we were done with fighting Robotnik. Yep, Robotnik will always come by every single time and, try to destroy us with whatever concoction he has up his sleeve. And you may notice that in Sonic the Hedgehog 2, there are actually 2 acts instead of in Sonic the Hedgehog 1, we have 3. So yeah, they decided to dumb down on the acts in the sequel. I'm thinking because, I don't know, maybe because having one more act was too much? I don't know, but, this is pretty much where, all the, pretty much after this, most of the, classic Sonic games will, follow the formula of only having 2 acts. Well, not Sonic CD. Speaking of Sonic CD, depending on what is going on for the content of the October Play videos, because I'm not stopping them. I know they've been on hiatus for a long time, but I'm gonna keep them continuing. I'm not gonna. I've in the past, ladies and gentlemen, I have left LPs, just stopped, and frankly, that's just a pet peeve of mine. I really want things to be over and done with. So, I'm only doing Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Sonic CD LPs only for the reasons of, having something brand new for the channel. But, I will finish Dead Space and Kidnap 2. I'm not leaving those things unfinished. Those things are going to be done. Hopefully I could get them done maybe sometime like in the early weeks of December or something like that. But, like I said, this video here and, Sonic CD, because I will be doing that game next for this LP channel, just filler stuff for new things and whatnot. It's funny too because I was trying to do Sonic the Hedgehog 2 LP for May before I did my 2 Sonic Double Sonic Summer Blockbuster LP, but I had so many issues and not enough time to record that finally I got some time to record, and I wasn't too sure if I wanted to do this as a post commentary or a live, and I just decided to do a post. I know I said in like the end of Sonic 2006 that would be a while before I do a post commentary let's play, but it just I frankly didn't want to go through the whole live formula with this, so I just decided to go all post with this. So yeah. So, as I was going back to the stages with Aquatic Ruins, you know, Aquatic Ruins is kind of like our Labyrinth Zone, but not as bad. It's not always in the water. If you're good enough and you stay to the top of the level, you're able to bypass all the water sequences and whatnot, and you can easily, you know, beat the stage with no problem. And that's pretty much all I got for Aquatic Ruins, and now we're in Casino Night, which is, something that comes a staple in the Sonic universe, compulsive gambling. Just not a Sonic game without compulsive gambling. But, you know, it has a lot of, you know, bright colors. You know, you can see the city in the background. Casino Night is probably the most beautiful stage in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It just... I could stare at this level for hours. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's nice on the eyes. The color scheme is just well done. Just... It's beautiful. It's something that you will look at, you know, if you're ever down, you know. This is something, you know, so colorful, so alive, just so energetic. It looks I know I'm being a dead horse by saying this, but you know, it looks beautiful. It really does. So yeah, just that the fact is that Robotnik keeps coming back, you know, every single time, and you know, tries to do concoctions, you know, tried to destroy us and whatnot. And you know, the first boss, you know, he was in that car, very easy boss, you know, you just have to just dodge his drill, and when he shoots it at the end, you know, it's easy to jump over it, then you hit him. And in his second fight, he has, I don't remember what the machine is called, but it pretty much drops oils from, I'm guessing something from chemical plant, I don't know, some sort of oil, and he tries to, you know, drop it on you. And also you have these platforms that, you know, tend to, they tend to drop every once in a while, you know, they'll rise back up and then they'll drop, and they'll rise back up and then they'll drop, you know. You gotta be careful of those because you don't want to get caught off guard where you go underneath, you hit him, you land on those platforms, and oh, one of the platforms fell, and guess what? You fall into the instant death liquid, whatever it is. But yeah, you just got to be careful. And Aquatic Ruins, Aquatic Ruins boss was a piece of cake. If you actually stand on those totem poles like I did, you just keep timing your jumps right, you know, you can easily hit him with no problem whatsoever. You'll never have to touch the ground, because what you're supposed to do is for him to hit the totem poles, and each corresponding totem pole will hit a, will actually chuck a arrow, and you're supposed to use those arrows that get stuck on the opposing totem pole to climb up and hit Eggman. But like I said, if you know what you're doing and you can stand on top of the totem poles, you know, at the very beginning of the fight, you know, time your jumps right, you know, you can easily beat him with no problem. And this fight, you know, it's no problem whatsoever. You're pretty much stuck in this little pinball area, and Eggman, all he has is a shocker claw, and he'll drop these spike balls. If you know how to abuse, you know, the inclines and abuse your speed well, you know, you can easily beat this boss with no problem whatsoever. The only time you could ever catch you off guard is the inclines itself, because see, I tried to actually go into my spin dash for him, but for some reason, you know, Sonic just fell, or he didn't even decide to do his spin dash. I don't know why, but he just didn't. And, you know, that's the end of the boss fight. It's really simple, you know. Robotnik, he's not Eggman until the 3D games, but anywho, no, he's not, he's just as piss easy as he was in Sonic the Hedgehog 1, so frankly, he didn't really get that much of an upgrade during the sequel, but it doesn't matter, I'll go more into that later. So until next time, folks, I will see you for part 2 of the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 Let's Play. See you later.